Got loose up off the corner. Oh, over
man.
correct. That's hard. That is a huge hit, Kevin.
Yeah, and that's just one of those things you learn.
Then started to catch up, got loose, and man, what a massive overcorrect.
You saw the flames.
Here they come into turn one. You see the wreck's already started. A lot of damage for Haley Deegan in the 15. You see that left front is tore all off that car. She was down the inside wall.
Tough break for Haley. Had never seen Dover before this weekend and coming off a career best finish, 12th last Saturday at Talladega.
Well, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, that left front fender is very important here for downforce.
Early caution at Dover. Top 5, Brandon Jones, Justin Allgaier, Riley Herbst, Freed, and Chandler Smith.
That are kind of hugging the bottom the whole time. So that's definitely a tool to use. It cheers up your tires a little bit.
Oh, and we've got our second caution of the day.
Ryan Sieg,
one of our Dash for Cash guys.
He needs to get out of that one.
There he is. Yeah, thank goodness.
Seemed to get out really, really fast there.
How
got on the wall.
Brandon Jones out of shape. Caution is out, 6-1 of the day.
Team is 3 wide. AJ Allmendinger up top. Riley Herbst on the bottom. AJ has to check up on the exit. He wasn't ready for that. And had to make a big move to not run in the back of AJ.
Yeah, just one of those things. AJ was up a little higher than he wanted to be. Got in the fence, checked up, and just he just bounced off the wall, you know. And the 9 is there, unfortunately, and there's the
full time, you know.
Oh,
contact!
Yeah,
look at Bray into the
hard
wall.
Into the wall. The 1. Looks like he's just gonna get him.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, we talked about it. You know, it's so narrow on the exit of these corners when you're trying to run side by side, and you know the car on the bottom wants to shove up, the car on the outside wants to try to take a little bit of racetrack away, and that's like the worst spot, right? If they're on your left rear, you're already going to get loose, and then obviously contact makes you looser. Close to the bottom as you can and not let the 21 get any air.
Which he's doing a great job at right in that corner there. You got to.
Oh, caution!
Got one spinning. Riley
Herbst sideways. Caution is out. 8th of the day.
Hold the brake, hold the brake. We're going to get hit.
Sammy Smith piling in. Kyle Sieg as well.
Here we see teammates with each other, and Justin Allgaier going to get a run under him. He kind of opened up the door for him a little bit there, Blaney. I don't. Late in the race, you open up the door, you're probably going to stick your nose there and try to make the pass, right?
Yeah, it opened up briefly. It was cracked open.
Yeah.
Not been fully open.
He forced it the rest of the way open.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's one of those things, right? It's like if you're in Justin's shoes, oh, the bottom open. Oh, I'm gonna gas up. I'm gonna try to make that guy lift, you know. And the 98 was coming down trying to make, you know, his exit of the corner, and the 2 guys.
He's gonna get loose underneath.
Hill goes for a ride. Can he hang on to it?
Nope.
There he goes onto the apron. Caution is out.
21 has no side force and spins it around.
Yeah, I mean, Quapple does a great job. Yeah, what I think is great here is if you look at the first restart, Carson was on the front row. He lifted way early and gave up position. This time he learned from his mistake and he drove in. He said, okay, Austin, however hard you drive in, I'm going in even harder because I have to stay at your door. He did the right thing.
We did the onboard with Cole Custer, who's back up inside the top 5. Now onboard Ryan Truex. He had a front row seat.
It's stamped in 3rd.
They're wrecking on the front straightaway.
Caution is out.
There you see Justin Allgaier loose. You've seen his quarter panel before he went green was already wrecked. I'm not sure how he spun out again. And then behind him, the checkup.
Up underneath. Just shot up the racetrack, got tight. Got into Austin Dillon on the outside, trying to stay off of him, right, Kevin? Spun it out.
Yeah, and unfortunately that makes him spin out worse when you lift off the throttle like that, and you have to make a quick adjustment. The back just unloads. Both of them.
started 21st.
Oh, we got
today.
one on the wall, Mike.
That's
Brad
Keselowski. Gosh. And this will end the cam.
Go, free to go. And outside, middle of the track, you'll see him.
Trying to stay off of Noah in front of him.
Hold the brake.
I think I actually heard the tire actually coming apart there, Clint. You could actually hear it on the in-car camera, and that right rear tire is. It sounded like it was coming apart.
Well, it's still up right there.
Yeah, but I think
There, Ricky Stenhouse.
Freaking 4 ran over.
He was merging back on.
he just looked like he might have come up on the racetrack a little bit too quick. Yeah,
too soon.
Self-cleaning banking on the straightaway.
Time that. You have to look at this, Kevin. All but clear. I think he's going to clear him off of 2.
I think you're right, Clint.
Trouble off turn 2.
Big Rick.
Around goes Wallace. And one car hard into the inside wall with Bowman.
But that's Byron. That's William Byron, guys. Gets worse. Bell is torn up again. Big hit for that car.
Right, that was Christopher Bell, not Alex Bowman.
Looks, is that Bowman? It got up into him, got loose.
Byron.
Excuse me, Byron. And so like you said, you see them get somebody got in the back of Bell, and here they come down the racetrack.
Yeah, somebody left-reared Bell trying to get down to the apron.
Yeah, for some reason, William Byron was way up the racetrack, or Bubba Wallace tried to go on the outside of William Byron. It's hard to tell exactly how they got to that position.
Look at them starting to stack up. Oh, he come right down in front of Byron.
Now, actually, that was not Byron up top.
Byron, that's right.
It was someone else, another white car.
Is that? It might be. Is that Zane Smith? Yes.
Chadwick on the inside. Oh, and hits the curb and spins. She's going to be able to keep it out of the gravel.
Lap under caution. It's going to be a little bit anticlimactic, but that was the moment that secured the race. And Chadwick trying to get one spot back, couldn't hang on to it. One more look. They did not touch.
She just got on that apex curb. It upset the car, and because it's so downhill.
Paddock is pretty hot, understandably so, and Newgarden spins.
Easy to do there at the top of the hill calendar. You turn it a little bit blind to the left, down in the compression, then massively blind over the hill in 13. You have to just rely on your experience, and then this never-ending 15-16 complex before the last corner as we see Augustine Canapino now. That looks...
He's on television, loses it right at the bottom of turn 1, and up he goes, off track and heading uphill on the inside of turn 2.
Yeah, it all comes from that curb strike there, Diff. This is an incredibly quick corner, 5th gear in qualifying, and as I said, the entry's a little bit blind. You kind of lift before you can actually see that apex curb. You start your turn in, and if you turn in a little bit too early, you can just clock that curb. And
to the Brazilian,
turn 1, a little wide of that apex, but no big deal. And then, boy, super strange.
He could not steer that car.
Looked like something happened with the steering arm. Yeah, now, the steering's going all over the place, but when the 4 is the 6 going to go wide at the exit here. Let's see if I just lost it on the throttle. It was a little wide of the apex of 13 and then just spun up the rears too much. Did a really good job to lock down the brake pedal when
Turn 1, it's Lundgaard Award side by side. Whoa! We got a spin at the back. Stingray Rob's around.
And Jack Harvey
got hit and was taking none of it as Pato Award is off the track. A
gold Prey.com car of Stingray Rob gets hit.
Renus VK, I believe, the fast ECR car, didn't make it out of qualifying after Prom gets into the back of the 41 and starts a 3-car pileup there.
And for a driver that was so frustrated like VK at the issues that prevented him from
qualifying. Look at what happened to Pato Award.
You know what happened? He got in.
Are saving a little bit, Marty.
Yeah, the top 3 are thinking, oh, and a big wreck, look at that.
Pietro Fittipaldi in the MyJack Honda. He says somebody, oh, it's Pato Award. What an eventful start to the day for Pato. 5 behind Graham Rahal. Boom.
Looked like he was expecting a gap there that started to appear and then disappeared as Graham moved over to his normal turn-in spot. I don't even know if Graham would have any idea that Dixon's out there, but it's a very low probability position for Scott Dixon to place his race car. It's a bit like Pato O'Ward earlier in the race.
So you see this, it looks maybe like he's defending a little bit. Scott goes for the dive. Graham just fades back over
to the 17.
Chances are
Tire's not on.
Chances are that wheel nut is still on pit lane.
Oh boy. It has been a problematic weekend for Arrow McLaren.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh my goodness.
Who was that was just driving by as it happened? That must have been quite
boy.
a shock.
Rasmussen! Around he goes. Great avoidance from two other four.
That safety truck's going to need a pull out too. Glad to hear Stingray Robb talking on the radio after this one.
Watch this. Oh, we got sideways, straight across, and straight in. But we have heard from Stingray Robb. That's a positive.